You can't be at 100% every day. But when you start to develop in business, you're actually forced to perform most days. I see this especially with Ken, one of the guys that I work for. Right now I work with super large businesses. I started in kind of the macroeconomic space and then transitioned to the business. But all the new businesses that have taken over all their online social media stuff, most of them are doing well over $50 million a year. So they're running serious operations with hundreds of employees. And I've seen it when Ken and these guys who own a hospital that I work with, they come into work and they are incredibly tired and they're not 100%. And what I see and what I used to do is I used to just say, okay, well, I'm not 100%. I'm kind of just going to take it easy today. Maybe just do nothing or very little, just kind of the bare minimum. But they don't do that because they don't have the option, because they have so many people reliant upon them to perform. And if they don't, they're out of a job. Or in the case of the hospital owners, they're potentially a lot worse. So being able to manage that kind of stress and pressure comes the bigger you get. Like right now, today, I was really, really, really out of it. And I wanted to just kind of do nothing. And I was just, I just tired, lethargic. Everyone has off days. But I just said, fuck it. Like, I don't care if I'm off. I'm just going to get done all the things that need to get done. And so when you do that, like, none of it was necessarily the best I've ever done, but it all had to get done. And so that's just what you do. And it's just kind of putting in the slow reps over time. And that's what really compounds. Doing that just every day, day in and day out. I've seen it compound a ton. Making some organic bison right now. Pretty excited. So haven't really eaten much today. Just been super, super tired. And I mean, everyone gets like this. But I honestly thought that, if you get like this, it's okay to kind of just rest. And it is. Especially when you're starting out, you don't really have that much pressure on you. But it's different when hundreds of people are reliant on you being able to perform. And I don't have that right now. But there are people that are dependent on me doing the things that I say I'm going to do. And so that they have to get done. This is a good looking steak right here. I did just get back from playing pickleball for a long period of time, which helped a ton. I mean, that was probably the best thing I could have done, is just completely relax my brain. And there's a big difference between being self-employed, making a bit of money, and having a business. I mean, right now I'm more so self-employed. I have a few people, quite a few independent contractors. I manage a lot of teams. But, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, a business is something that can run when you're not there. And that is most certainly not the situation that I'm in. Ken always says I have a busyness, because we'll be at lunch together. I'll be on my laptop cranking out work. We'll be doing something, I'll just be always cranking out work. And that's good when you're young, chose hustle. But you have to transition from working super, super hard to working hard and doing something that, premature flip on the steak. I'm choking under pressure. Now that I'm multitasking, making a video. Right now I've been making a video every day for almost a full year now. And I've committed to 1,000 days of doing it. There's no real reason to. So, I mean, it's pretty fun sometimes. Today there was nothing particularly going on, because I was just going through the motions. It's kind of the same thing as the gym with me. I go to the gym almost every single day of the week. And a lot of the times I'm just so stuck up on work that I'm not really thinking about the gym at all. I'm just going through the motions. That's kind of what I was doing today. And worked out pretty well. Also, being back in America, it's crazy how expensive groceries are. I mean, I'm spending like $50,000. I mean, probably like today I spent like $350 just on food and a few groceries. Did get some of the best milk in the world. There's some bison ribeye, but some super organic, like quasi, like raw milk. This stuff is quite literally as good as milk as I've ever had it. I had some raw milk. In this really small town in Colombia called Jardín, which Colombia is known for a lot having some of the best coffee in the world, and Jardín's where the best coffee in Colombia is made. So we were there a few days getting some laundry done, and we were at lunch, and during that time I was doing a weird diet where we were only eating steak and milk, and I asked the waitress, I said, "Tienes leche entrada?" Which is, do you have whole milk? She said, no. She said, we have blank milk, and I didn't understand it. I don't speak good Spanish at all, pretty much nothing. And I just said, solo leche. And she comes back with some warm milk. She went to the back of this little restaurant and squeezed milk out of a cow. It was my first time having like exceptionally fresh raw milk. And it was super good, super flavorful. But warm milk is a bit weird. I prefer cold. But this stuff is as close to it as I've ever found.